what we have going on tonight, we have some H2O. We have some H2O. Aquafina. Poland Spring. Voss. Dasani. Smart Water. Core. Boxed water. And Fiji. So, what we're doing tonight is we're going to do a little blind taste testing of this water. We're going to put mystery liquid in each of these cups. Everyone's going to try 8 waters. And the winner gets $100. This is a crisp Benjamin for the winner. So that is exciting. So, we're going to get right into it. All right. Olivia,
Yes.
you are a woman.
Yes.
Okay. There is nowhere to go with that. Just in case anyone was only listening to audio, I'm making sure they tune in to video because we do have a girl on screen right now. This is big. I want to get on this side.
Okay.
What is your relationship with water?
Mostly just Poland Springs.
You don't try different waters.
Not really.
Are you ready?
I don't like Dasani though, so I think I'll know which one that is. And did you guys know they put salt in Dasani water?
Did you guys know they put salt in Dasani water? Now, your options live. You have Fiji, Dasani, Voss, Core, Aquafina, Smart Water, Poland Springs, and Boxed Water. Now, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and take a sip of number 1. What's your first opinion on that?
Aquafina.
What about the taste? Is Aquafina? What
It's
makes
like
it taste different?
plasticky.
Aquafina is plasticky.
Well,
Therefore-
number 1 is plasticky. Am I right?
Number 1 is plasticky, and your guess was that it is Aquafina.
Wait, don't tell me if I'm right because
I will not.
Yeah, okay.
I will not be telling you right until the end.
Okay.
Number
I
2,
move on?
go ahead. That was a good swallow.
Can I move on? Do I? Or do
You
I have
can
to
come
answer?
back to them. You can take a little gap. Going for number 3 is Olivia. She does seem to be puckering up a bit. Doesn't seem to taste very good.
I think
in
this is
the mouth.
Smart Water.
So you don't like the flavor of Smart Water. Goes back to number 2 for a sip.
I think this is Smart Water. I'll come back to it, but I think it might be Smart Water.
So you're coming back to 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Poland Springs.
Number 4, she goes with Poland Springs. That is an interesting choice. We'll see if it pays off for her. She goes on to number 5. A big swallow. I don't know if you can hear that back at home. Number 5, she's letting it soak in a bit. She's skipping 5 as well.
Is box.
She goes for boxed water on number 6. What made you think it was boxed? Tell the fans.
Tastes a little cardboardy. I've never had boxed water, but
I will line up what you guessed. She moves on to number 7, taking a big old sip. And she decides, going for a second sip, moves on to 8. The bold decision from
This one's
Olivia.
Dasani.
She calls 7 Dasani. Is that? Are you confident in that assessment?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't tell if I'm being goated right now.
Going
or if I'm
back to number
doing
4.
Terrible.
Going back to number 4. Not quite sure what we have yet.
This.
Is right. Delicious water.
I think this one might be Fiji.
She thinks 4 might be Fiji. Not sure, but we will put it here for now. Where are we going? We are going to number 5 with it.
I've never had core.
She's never had core water. It does put her at a bit of a disadvantage against the rest of the competition. Core is one of the least popular options in this lineup here. Goes back to 4, even though she already went with Fiji. Might be second guessing herself here. Oh, goes Fiji number 8, goes back to 5. About the 5th time there. Do you think you might have to pee after this?
Yes.
She thinks she might have to pee after this.
Think?
Poland Springs number 3.
Oh, fudge.
She could be closing in on something big here.
I forgot there was Voss. Voss is like smooth, right?
Voss is known to be a bit classy, a little special, a little crazy.
Okay. Can I have Voss?
Voss. The bold choice, putting Voss at number 4. Is that going to be right? I don't know. But she will go back once more to see if this is it. A crazy switcheroo. Something insane is going on here. She switches number 4 and number 8.
Okay. I think I'm
Are
done.
you locking it in? Now, number 1, you chose Aquafina. How do you feel about that?
Are you going to tell me if I'm right?
I'm going to tell you if you were right.
I feel good about that one.
She thinks 1 is right. Number 1 was not Aquafina. It was Poland Spring.
Oh, that's awkward.
Number 2, you decided to go with Smart Water. Number 2 is actually Aquafina. 2 off the bat are incorrect. Number 3, you went with Poland Spring.
Wrong.
This is one that you thought you would have been able to pick out. It is Dasani, not Poland Spring. A look of shock from Olivia.
So
Why?
what's this one?
I guess we'll have to find out later.
Okay.
How do you feel about your performance so far?
I feel terrible.
Do you think this is sexist? Do you think as a woman you're at a disadvantage in this competition?
I wouldn't say that that's the reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reminder that Liv is a woman, so keep watching. Number 4, you went with Fiji. It was box water. You're at 0 points. 5, you went with
No money for
Core.
me.
You went with Core on number 5. What made you do that? Because you were right.
Yes.
That is 1 point. We will keep it here, actually, to signify the 1 point. 6, you went with box water. It was Smart Water. 7, you went with Dasani. It was Fiji.
Ew, then I hate Fiji water.
She hates Fiji water. This just in, Fiji water
Wait,
is
let
one
me
of the
try it
more...
again. It's pretty good now that I know it's not Dasani.
It's pretty good now that she knows
But I
it's not
still
Dasani.
will never buy it again.
But she will never buy it again. It does prove that it's all about the status of these waters. Is it really any better to get the more expensive water? I don't know. Number 8, you went with Voss, and that's correct. Live with a total of 2 points. How far do you think that's going to take you in this competition?
I'm gonna lose.
She does feel that she's going to lose. We don't know if that's going to be true. We'll have to wait and see what happens with the other competitors. Go downstairs and grab Body Guy for me.
And stay down there?
And stay down there and don't tell them what you got. We do have Body Guy. Go ahead and shut the door and step on. Body Guy, how do you feel?
I'm ready. I think I'm gonna do the best here.
Body Guy thinks he will do the best here. What makes you feel confident about that?
I be drinking water sometimes.
He do be drinking water sometimes. Is it true that you just arrived here from Wisconsin?
I did.
They don't actually drink water in Wisconsin, so he's been at a disadvantage. He has not had water in about a month because they don't believe in that in Wisconsin.
Only
they
milk.
only eat milk, butter, and melted cheese.
That is true.
Ow.
Am I supposed to turn
I'm gonna
around?
ask you to turn around now, Body Guy. Something just went wrong. Body Guy has been made aware of what is in cup number 1. Body Guy, you better stay turned around. I know you tried to cheat already. I will not let it happen again. I am seeing some rumblings in the chat that Body Guy may have taken my Lapras plushie. I don't see it right here. It could have wandered away. I'm not gonna pin that on him. We'll see. Oh, it appears to be back.
It's right there.
The rumors in chat are untrue. Lapras is where it has always been.
Start at
What
1.
kind of advantage do you think you have?
I think because I'm Body Guy, I know water.
Water is in the body. You will guess these 7, and then I will give you 1 at the end, and you'll tell me what it is. He goes for the sip on number 2. Wet.
That is in fact Aquafina.
Body Guy does go
I mean,
with
Dasani.
Aquafina. Body Guy does go
This
with
is
Dasani
Dasani.
for number 2. He moves on to number 3. I'll put it here as a placeholder.
Well, that's nice.
Body Guy does love
Wait.
the flavor of number 3. Makes
We're
his
gonna
taste
put this
buds
down
tingle.
at Poland Spring for right now.
He goes with Poland Springs for now on number 3. He goes for number 7. Glug, glug, glug is the noise he's making. a bit of a smile. It could be a delicious taste to him.
No, it's not.
Skips right on to number 8 over 7. He does a bit of a taste test on number 7. Doesn't quite assign something to it. Number 8, he thinks.
Did I put Poland Spring after knowing that number 1 is Poland Spring?
I'm not going to answer that.
Can you get that out of there? Put
so.
Voss there.
So he just has to go with Voss on number 3. My mistake, I did mess up. Body Guy does have one of the wetter mouths I've felt, so the water might not play too well with him because he does have a layer of wetness. He does have, a wet tongue, etc. I've kissed him. We both have the COVID-19 booster vaccine. He just got it recently. It has turned us a bit gay, as they say. He's taking one last swig before locking in his picks.
Just lock me in. I think I did pretty.
He's happy where he's at.
Actually, you gotta give me another one.
I'll do it at the end after you put it.
How did I do?
So Body Guy, number 2, you go with Core. It's Aquafina.
No way.
Number 3, Body Guy went with Voss. Voss is one of the more upscale waters. A bit of a dignified taste to it. Apparently he didn't pick up on that. It was Dasani.
Wow. Pretty ass.
Number 4, we have Aquafina. It was boxed water.
Oh, I was tasting that, but
He
I
was
wasn't
contemplating
sure.
it, but he didn't quite go for it. Number 5. We went with Smart Water. The answer was Core. Things are not looking up quite yet. Number 6, we went with Fiji. It was Smart Water. Number 7, we go with Dasani. Fiji. And number 8, just to make matters worse, we go for box water, and it is Voss. But don't fret. You did get 0 points. You do have the mystery water left. I am pouring a new water to replace number 1. I did accidentally give away number 1 earlier. We are pouring a new one. Alright, buddy, got 1 moment. Now it could be any of these. He's just going for it for a single point.
I think this is Dasani.
He goes with Dasani. He's locking it in, yes?
Yeah.
Oh, I messed with him a bit. It was still Poland Spring at number 1.
This is heartbreaking.
This is heartbreaking. He does get 0 points. This is the end of the road for you. Go ahead and get Tim.
I'll bring 10.
Well, welcome to the broadcast.
Welcome.
Have you ever drank water?
Probably only a few times. Yeah.
He's only drank water a few times. He could get some beginner's luck in here. So Tim,
Yep.
go ahead and turn around. We have the lineup of waters ready for Tim. Looking at this, is it a bit intimidating?
Nah, not at all.
He feels ready. He feels up to the task. Go ahead and take a sip of number 1.
We're gonna go with Smart Water on this one.
He thinks number 1 is Smart Water. Don't need to lock it in, but we'll put it there as a placeholder for now.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready. Now move on to number 2. Tim on number 2 thinks. First, tell me about the mouthfeel. You're making a bit of a funny face.
This one, I'm gonna go with Aquafina on this one.
He goes with Aquafina for number 2.
Number 2, yeah.
Hope you stick around. A big swallow.
This is definitely Dasani. It tastes like crap. So
He does say Dasani tastes like crap. That has been a bit of a popular opinion.
right off the bat, box water.
Boxed water at number 4
100p.
is his opinion.
100p.
Could it be right? I don't know.
Locking that in.
He's locking it in.
You know what? I want to say that this one's Voss.
He thinks 6 is Voss.
And I
or
wanna
7,
say-
I'm sorry. 7 is Voss.
I want to say that 5 is Core.
5 is Core.
And
That
so
would leave Fiji
that leaves
for
Fiji.
8. We'll see if he ends up going with it.
yeah, definitely Fiji. Lock that in.
He thinks Fiji. He does get a bit of a volcanic taste from it. From the islands of Hawaii, perhaps. I don't
Lock that
know.
in.
Fiji, maybe. Maybe from Fiji would actually make more sense. Number 1, you went with Smart Water. What made you go with that? Did you get a bit of smartness from it?
So with the Smart Water, I think stands out a little bit.
and it does make it stand out. He went with Smart Water. Unfortunately, it did not stand out, apparently. That is not the answer. Number 1 was actually Poland Spring.
Oh, that's tough.
Number 2, you did go with Aquafina. The
Yep.
answer was Aquafina.
Let's go.
Number 3, he goes Dasani. The answer was Dasani.
Nice.
Number 4, he goes with boxed water. Unfortunately for Liv and Sean Dutton, it was boxed water. He does get the point here on number 4. 5, he went with core. Again, the answer was core.
Nice.
6, he went with Poland Springs. Of course, he picked Smart Water. Of course, he picked Smart Water earlier. So that's not the answer. It was Smart Water.
Tough.
He did mix those. However, now number 7, he goes with Voss. It is artesian water, it says. Did you get an artesian taste from it? That would lead you to be correct.
You know, when I want to say with Voss, it was like, you know, the water tasted sort of a different kind of smooth, you know?
Super smooth.
So it was like, you know, it wasn't necessarily smooth in a good way, but it wasn't smooth in a bad way.
Just smooth in general.
And it kind of, you know, I've had Voss water probably once or twice in my life, and so, you know, it really stuck out.
It did stick out. Unfortunately, it stuck out incorrectly.
Dang.
You did mix the last 2. 7 was Fiji. 8 was Voss. Was it beginner's luck? I don't know. He said he does not drink water very often, but either way, he got 4 out of 8. Go ahead and send Nick up here.
All right.
I do understand that your family is a big supporter of Poland Springs. Every time I come over to your house, it does seem that you have a case or 2 of Poland Springs water. So it would be fairly embarrassing if you were to miss Poland Springs here.
But it's not gonna happen.
He will not be missing Poland Springs. You heard it here first. For the deep dive into number 1 right now. Pinky's up. He is one of the classier guys you'll meet. He seems to disagree with that assessment. He's going to finish it. He is a madman going for the finish of the water. Will not be able to guess again. Will not be able to try it again. I don't know if that's a smart decision. Still in his mouth. He is swishing.
There's nothing left.
He spits
Come
it.
back to that.
He spits it back.
I'm thinking.
He does spit it back in the
He's gonna
cup,
come
so
back
he
to
can
that.
potentially guess again. But that will change the flavor because it does have a bit of his backwash in it. Nick is aware that when that hotline blinks, it can only mean one thing. We'll see if that has anything to do with his decision here on number 4. I am wearing a chain. Number 5 is interesting.
Box water.
He thinks it's boxed water. Boxed water does have that unmistakable cardboard
Speedrun, ready?
to it. He speedruns number 6.
Boss.
He thinks it's Voss. He's insane.
Fiji.
He thinks number 7 is Fiji, which would leave Poland Springs for
I
April.
just
We'll
gotta
see.
make sure.
Nick and I are holding hands here. This feels special.
I'm good with this.
He's
Final
good with
answer.
his picks here. At number 1, you put Fiji. It was Poland Spring. Poland Spring, the one he was so confident about. Hey. So number 2, you went with Aquafina. He got it. He goes for Poland Springs at number 3. It was Dasani. So he just blew the whole entire Poland Springs thing. Number 4, he went with Smart Water. It was boxed.
I got one right.
Number 5, he went with boxed. It was core. Number 7. We're gonna get a little crazy. He went with Dasani, one of the most hated waters, when it actually was one of the beloved waters, Fiji.
You had it.
So I got boss.
You had.
You did get boss.
You had it.
I'm not. I'm
So, to clarify, Body Guy got
0.
Body Guy got 0.
I've never won anything on Nelly T Live.
Yet.
Nick got 2. Liv got 2. The winner here is Tim with 4.
Oh,
This does bring us to the grand prize for the night. Pog. Wait. Congratulations, Tim, on the big win. Benjamin, I always win, except for tonight. Tim got the win in the bin with the garbage, with the sin and the gin and the tonic and the bin. Sonic. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Bye.